Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Alex B, Alexander the Curious George, back with episode 11. I like to call this episode Faith the Size of a Mustard Seed. Reason why I want to touch on this is because, well, I am here on behalf of faith. I had to have faith in myself so I could move to LA, so I could believe in the gifts that I had and that I believed that it could thrive here, right? Because I believed that this place had something to offer me and I also had something to offer it. Little story not too long ago, this past weekend, I believe, I was just coming home from work, and it was late, and it was about like 1 a.m. or so last week, and it was pushing up on like 2 a.m. I was still up. I still had energy. And I just felt like putting on some headphones and jamming out to some music, right? While I was jamming out to music, I got this sense that I was being watched. And little did I know when I turned that my neighbor in the suites right behind me, he was like peeking, and he's like a tall, dark figure, right? So he's like peeking. He's wearing this blazer suit and had like a briefcase with him. It almost looked kind of ghostly. I'm not gonna lie, like some kind of dark angel or something, but because it was clean fitted, you know. And I was a little freaked out, but I wasn't worried, looked like a nice kid. And I still have my headphones in, right? And I look at him and I take it off because he looked like he needed something. And I ask him, like, is everything good? Are you okay? Like, what's up? And there's just this look of morose on his face, like he's like tired. I'm locked out of my house. I just knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, but no one's answering. I'm like, no one's answering. It's like, how many times did you try? He's like, I tried a couple times, man. I tried, but no one's answering. And it's like, what, for real? It's like, what you gonna do? He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I really need to sleep, but I might just sleep outside. This dude was about to sleep outside of his house, like right outside on the concrete and shit. I was over here peacefully just listening to music, jamming out, and now I got this dude now about to sleep on the sidewalk. Like, what? Like, I offered, maybe you should go sleep in your car, or maybe you can go sleep at like a friend's house or something, right? But it was too late. Like, nobody was picking up. No one was picking up the phone. No nothing. Cause like I even hey, maybe you should call one of your roommates. Call one of your roommates so they can pick up the phone and answer the door for you. Dude calls one of his roommates. No answer. I'm like, keep calling, call a couple times. Dude called like 4 times. And no pickup. Nothing. So I could tell he's like losing hope, that he wasn't going to go inside tonight. Like, he might actually have to sleep outside. So I didn't have any idea for him because I was still outside. And essentially he said, you know, dude, I'm gonna go try and sleep outside. Mind you, he had this briefcase, and he also had a lot of other media equipment outside with him. So he went back to his little spot trying to sleep. That dude didn't sleep, man. I think another like 20 minutes passed by, and I'm still thinking about him. I'm like, I wonder if he got in. Did he get in? Is he sleeping, or what? And in between this 20 minutes before I see him again, there's this like little fight across the street with some kind of older gentleman yelling at a dude with like a minor girl. I don't know, it was weird. I heard it briefly with my headphones in, right? So I come back to the story 20 minutes later. I see bro coming back to me, and then dude has his briefcase, looks tired. Yeah, I can't sleep, man. I can't sleep. What? I really need to get up in the morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was like, man, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let me go to I'll go with you. Let's go to the door. I walked with this young man, to the door, to his house. Okay. And I'm like, it's like 2 a.m. already, almost 3, damn near 3. All right. I'm knocking on the door. Right. And I got him on my left. He's like, I don't blame him, man. You know, it's like 2 in the morning. Nobody's gonna hear anything. I've already tried. And then I'm ringing the doorbell. He's like no one's gonna answer. And I go, right when I hear him literally on the break of losing faith, or losing hope, I say something in me said, I look at him, and I spoke from the heart, spoke from my soul, and I said, hey, have some faith. Very firm, stern, because I knew that if I kept on trying, someone was gonna fucking open the damn door. When I kept ringing the damn doorbell, ring, 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 ring. And guess what? The door fucking opened. Someone opened the fucking door. And when you heard the latch unlock, I looked at his face, and his face was just in pure awe. It went from just to and he goes, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just said, you're welcome. That's it. I said, have a good night. Take care of yourself. And then I step away a little bit. And then I come back. And then I make sure that all his stuff gets moved in, right? Because he had stuff, he had equipment. And then by the time he got to his last stuff, he gives me this one last look of just pure gratitude. Pure gratitude. He says, thank you. Seriously. Just tell him, you're welcome. Have a good night. So, it's amazing because everything happens for a reason, right? This dude might have actually had to sleep outside of his own damn house because he gave up because he felt bad about trying to ring the doorbell or not knock on the door or whatever, right? He didn't expect anybody to come open the door. But for some odd reason, this one night, I just, like, it was literally 2 a.m. and 2 a.m. and I decided to put on some headphones and go outside. It was kind of chilly, and listen to some music and just kind of jam out. If I didn't decide to do that, something told me to do that. Like, I just feel like being outside, being in my own little world. If I wasn't outside, I would have never saw that guy. I would have never saw him and felt the inclination to go and help him out. And instill the belief and faith that, bro, you're not going to sleep outside tonight. We are getting you in your bed. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that happens. And it's exactly what happened. I knew it would ring true when I looked at him square in the eye and said, hey, have some faith. And when I said that, he goes, okay, I'll have some faith. And then I go ring, 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 boom. Someone opened the door. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been having some, stresses and anxiety about like some financial stuff, some money issues. Cause, I'm out here on like school. I gotta pay for tuition. I gotta pay for fees. I gotta pay for cost of living in LA. I gotta pay for rent, gas, all this stuff, right? And on top of that, I didn't come here with much money to begin with. I saw the money go lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And it was worrying me a little bit. But I eventually caught an opportunity from an acquaintance from back home in Boise, right? I helped him out with a financial situation to be smarter with his money. And the next thing you know, we make this, he became an acquaintance to more of a friend. And I would say even more friend, like more brotherly friend-like relationship we have now, because we provided each other with opportunity. And he provided me with an opportunity to make more money. Have I started it yet? No. Is it in the works? Yes. Everything has a cost, right? I love where I work at now, but unfortunately the cost of my living situation and my tuition and all those things, it's too much that I don't actually make enough. So I don't actually make enough to where there's enough cash flow happening. And like, I'm not earning money, right? The money, like it stays at kind of a flux. It stays at a flux. It's not generating like a cash flow or a raise in the income in the bank account, right? I deposit money into my investment account each month. I have a retirement account. All these things, those are stable, those are happening, but I can't touch those for a long time, right? So the money that I'm working with tends to kind of stay within the same realm-ish. And ever since that conversation, it gave me faith and it gave me hope that there's so much opportunity out there that you just gotta look for it, one, attract it, two, be open to it. 3, and commit to it. 4, you know. I mean, not necessarily in all that order, but definitely those are necessary. Those are necessary things for that opportunity. And just a couple days ago, I got confirmation that things are going to settle in pretty soon here, and that, you know, I can take time off from the work that I'm at now, which is a bit physically more taxing. Let me fix that. A bit physically more taxing, right? I'm a busser, and I can maybe do 2 days of this new opportunity. It's truck driving. My buddy seems to make pretty good income with this opportunity in this job that he has. So, and is it the only job that he wants? No, he's studying as well in school. He's trying to be a doctor, you know. So it's not the end all be all for us. It is a stepping stone to where we want to be. And he has the cash flow that I want. He has the freedom. He has the flexibility that I want. So what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to see where this opportunity takes me, right? I'm going to do it slowly first, 2 days a week, you know, and then maybe 3 sooner. But let's see how it goes first, right? And it's because of this opportunity that it gave me less worry about finance for the future, because I had to start believing that I am in abundance and prosperity. I am in abundance of everything that I desire. That I already am these things, and I had to believe it wholeheartedly. And I had to affirm these things every day. And especially at the times where I doubt myself, where I doubt it, when I feel the stress, when I feel the anxiety, I have to squash it. And I have to remind myself that I already am wealthy. I already am rich. It is not here yet in the physical realm, but it is here in the spiritual realm, in the internal world. So that's why I attracted it. And I actually went through this whole spiritual awakening last week, and it hit me like a bus. And what do I mean by spiritual awakening? Well, if you study numerology like I do, if you study things of that matter, everything's math, you guys. This whole universe and the whole world it's all numbers. It's math. Studying numbers, there's strength in knowing numbers, right? So I started seeing repeating patterns of numbers. I started seeing 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, lots of 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, all in one day. All on the way to work on Wednesday, I believe. Okay. I believe the universe was telling me things all at once. Like, you are going through changes. You are going through an awakening. There's abundance that lies ahead, right? You are in a state of harmony. You've changed spiritually. And this change in spirituality has changed me physically as well. Like, I am stronger than I've ever been before, you know. And on that day, you guys, on that Wednesday that I went through that spiritual awakening, I did this scene, an acting technique that got me such high praise and applause, because I trusted myself more. I trusted my intuition. I trusted the work that I did. And even a couple of days before that, everything happens for a reason, right? I thought I was going to present on Monday, but I presented on Wednesday. And on that Monday, I was unprepared. I was picking up a friend, one of my colleagues at the conservatory, because she needed a ride. And I believe she was presenting her piece that day. When I was driving her, I almost got, she's brilliant, by the way, brilliant actor. She describes it as an interrogation, but for me it was just something that I needed to hear because I was lacking in preparation. She was talking about building a deeper connection to the piece. This piece that we call Save the Children, okay? And she was quoting things from the book of Stella Adler, the school that we go to, Stella Adler, Art of Acting. And she was talking about size. She was talking about things that give the actor size is what does it mean to Alex? What does it mean to me? Why am I doing this action? What's gonna make it deeper for me? What's it gonna make it more meaningful to me so I can use that in the piece? And when I thought about that, I was like, man, she's absolutely fucking right. My pride was actually hurt a little bit because she's like 7 years younger than me, 20-year-old. But when I was hearing this, I had to humble myself a little bit because what she was saying was absolutely true. That the Spirit of God was actually vocalizing this brilliance through this young actor that was in my car. Because sometimes I rely on talent too much and I don't put enough heart into things. You know, I'm human, flawed. That's why I'm learning craft, right? But anyway, so I used that little interrogation right in the car. Shout out to T. We'll call her T. And because of that, it made my work better on Wednesday. Absolutely better. My teacher even said something about my growth as an actor, my growth with a technique. Complimented me on my intellect and all these things, right? It was just, I try not to talk about the work too much outside of of school, but it's just, I'm sharing it because it's even though it's a sacred thing that we do, I want to share it because it's something that can happen to you if you want it to. Because I truly believe we're all meant to shine. Some way, somehow. You just gotta find like the thing, your thing, right? And faith. All you need is faith the size of a mustard seed. Like one of my mentors, financial mentors, shout out to Brian, has said, and this is absolutely true. All you need is just that, right there. That's all you need. I was over here stressing about money, and next thing you know, an opportunity comes up where I can make more money. I don't have to worry about money as much. I was over here worried about my Save the Children exercise, And then I come across my classmate who informs me about how to make my work deeper, how to make that scene, that exercise deeper. And then I kill that on, like I made it amazing. I trusted it. I trusted myself. That I had everything that I needed. But everything happens for a reason. It all happens for a reason. I went outside that one night, listening to music late at night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. My neighbor couldn't get into this house, needed me to be the aggressor and knock on the door and ring the doorbell to get him in his house. All these things, you guys. And not taking any of it for granted, because one of my goals, or one of my mantras, is that I like to make people's life easier. I like to be a source of goodness for others. So any moment, any chance that I can do good for another person, I'm there. And that actually gets returned a lot. That kindness. Because on Sunday, we were short bussers, right? We were short a busser, and we had to do lots of extra work because of our shortage of bussers. And it was really, really busy. Yeah. And I stayed late. I've stayed late before, but this particular night I was staying late, and I had no problem. I still had energy. My busser leader invited me to have dinner with his family the next day on President's Day, out in Long Beach. And beautiful home, his parents' place, beautiful home, and great food, good company. And I got to check out his little Rolly, his toy, his Rolls Royce. That was cool. I was in a Rolls Royce for the first time ever. It was amazing. Beautiful car. Starlight ceiling. Tangerine interior. Leather. Screens in the back seat. Man. Luxury at its finest. Craftsmanship. People who made that car are craftsmen. They do this for a living. They designed this car. They give it thought, idea, intention. And they make the model of the car. They make it beautiful. They make it sexy. And it's just something to appreciate. I definitely appreciated it. Craftsman recognizes craft in other craftsmen. So, different level of appreciation for craft. Just very blessed, Guys, it's 6:51 a.m. February 22nd, 2023. 2/22/2023. As always, stay curious.